Today she's going to be reviewing Tamika and the Goddess. What are your feelings on her not buying Victoria? Victoria.
Even though she likes dolls with curly hair, she already has me as a Victoria Sculpt with curly hair. Sure, I have red hair, but it's also known as strawberry blonde. What about you? I heard you felt away.
That I do. In her marketing pics, she looks like me. Though someone said her makeup was done better, as if my being a natural beauty was crazy.
Yes, Millie, you are naturally pretty.
Thank you. But facially, we look so similar, with that curl pattern. Sure, her clothes were better, but that's not hard to do when they dress you like a clown.
Yeah, they did you dirty. Well, this really isn't about her anyway. It's about Tamika and the Goddess Sculpt. First up, Tamika.
For fashion dolls, besides male dolls, I typically collect female dolls with textured hair with a high focus on minority dolls. That's why it's a little unusual that I am not particularly interested at this time in the Victoria doll. But today, we're going to be reviewing Tamika. So with Tamika, this was my theory, and I'm going to double check it. But the biggest reason that I purchased Tamika was I figured she was going to be the curvy color match to the You Create doll that just came out in January, because the two brown skin dolls had unique skin tones. However, she's not the same skin tone that I think she is. Am I going to return her? Well, we'll find out. The thing is, I actually have a Tamika Sculpt. I own Barbie Looks Tamika number 7. And outside of this, there's like a few others, but I don't own them. She's not a very frequently used sculpt. There is a mermaid one that I spotted, and she has curly hair, and I'm looking into buying that one. The Looks number 7 hair was not really curly, and I'm not sure if her hair is really curly either. It looks like they just curled the parts in the front, similar to the You Create doll 2026 in the white kit with the brunette hair. Her hair was only curled in the front, but not in the back. It was just straight and flat. For the Looks Tamika, I kept her in her little petite body, so she's already really unique, and she has better makeup. So at this point, to me, there isn't a real big reason to keep this Tamika, unless she really is a match for the new skin tone that came out in January. So let's go ahead and compare them. So here's the January You Create kit body, and they're a match. So I'm going to go ahead and take her out of the box so we can get a better look. Because I already opened the guys, I'm aware that the base of these stands are a cream color. It's going to be the stand with the waist holder that I don't care for. So I'm probably just going to purge most of these stands. I'm just really tired of getting them. I don't care for them. So let's go ahead and take a look at these dolls and their skin tones. You can see Tamika is slightly darker in the face, but Tamika is matte and Tango seems shinier, like she has more of a glossy texture to her skin than the new Tamika doll. But other than that, they are the same skin tone. Tamika is the curvy version color match for the January Tango doll, and that is why I bought her, and that is why I'm keeping her. I'm going to go ahead and continue examining her. You can see her knees are slightly off color from the rest of her body, but it's not too big of a deal. And as far as her leg, there isn't that weird line of demarcation. where that's on some of the dolls where it goes from gloss to matte or matte to gloss. Though her knees do seem to be a little bit more glossier. Here's a close-up on her face. I do like her honey hair color. And, you know, I thought originally I wasn't a fan of this hair being pulled back with a single knot. It's usually not one of my favorite hairstyles. But it's a lot better than it was in the picture where it looked like it was really high up and sort of tacky looking. But on her in reality, it lies really closer to her head. And that's more pleasing for me. She was tagged in the back of her head, which I can't stand. And, oh, something else I forgot to mention about the You Create doll. That time I forgot to move it because I was swapping head to head, head to body, well, head to body, head to body, head to body. Was that her neck peg is a little bit wobbly in comparison to the neck peg of Tamika. You see, hers doesn't move around too much, but Tango's is just flopping and tilts very far to the left. If you want to fix this problem without buying a new doll, you simply need to get a little rubber band and wrap it around the base. And this slows down the wobbling. See, it's not doing that crazy wobbling anymore. And then you won't have those problems anymore. It's a really simple fix. Here we have the new Tamika on a non-curvy body. What do you think? Which body do you prefer her in? I actually think she looks better in the regular body. I mean, there are some dolls that just look so good in the curvy body. And I'm not saying she doesn't look good or that she looks bad in it. It's just she doesn't look good as she looks here. You know what it is? I bet it's the dress style. With this body, I mean, I don't know. I do like this baby doll dress, but it doesn't seem to match what her face reads to me. You know, her face says, I'm not like this basic girly type, you know? I think it's the style. I'm going to restyle her and see if it makes a difference. Let's check out Tango on the curvy body. Tango looks super cute on the curvy body. She looks really good with it. I really appreciate it. I don't know if you understand what I was trying to say before, but here you see there's a look that's in Tango's eyes that is fun and very spring and youthful. And this outfit just seems to fit the casualness of her expression more. Like, you can tell Tango is a girly girl. And that's what this outfit screams. So I actually do believe that maybe it's not the body so much that wasn't fitting Tamika just right, but it was the styling. See, it definitely was about the styling. Because now you can see Tamika looks real cute. Look in her eyes. Just look in her eyes. You see what she's saying, people? Tell me what this face is saying. She's saying, look, what do you want? Seriously, what do you expect of me? Why am I being surrounded by so many people? I mean, I don't mind being on camera and everything because I'm pretty, but this is a little boring. You know, Tamika has, a little bit of an attitude. She's a little bit standoffish, okay? She's not the spring type. She's more of a fall, winter girl. Do I look like I go to church with my mom, she says? Do I look like I have the expression that I want to dress like I'm 10? Because I wore that dress when I was 10. See, that dress does not fit her personality. And it's not the body that doesn't fit. It was the styling. I mean, Mattel, how do you style me with this expression, but then put that dress on me? Girl, just because you're upset about the styling does not mean you need to go rampaging and knocking everything over. Okay, I'm going to clean this up real quick. I did take her head off a couple of times, so she has the right to be a little frustrated. we're going to go ahead and move over to the goddess. The goddess is the one that I originally said I was not going to get. And the reason that I said that was based on the blurry pictures I was seeing and the fact that she doesn't have curly hair. There was actually very little reasons for me to buy her. But when I looked around, it turned out I don't really have any fair-skinned brunettes besides the one that I just put back. I believe she's the only fair-skinned brunette I have, even though I do have other Asian dolls technically. It's just, I personally don't feel like this goddess looks strictly Asian. She just has very almond eyes. She could pass as Icelandic or Inuit. I would say there are even white girls who have this sort of look. Sorry, I know you're catching a lot of reflection. Let me go ahead and take her out of the box. So I was just thinking to myself, I don't have that many brunettes. And that was part of my reason. Because I generally do not care for the hair color that they use when they make barrettes, and I'm not also a huge fan of their face sculpts. I mean, do you see Tamika's hair color? Tamika has a beautiful honey brown color. It's a gorgeous color, but I rarely see them use those same tone on fairer dolls. But when I saw the goddess, I was like, wow, she's really pretty. So I'm definitely going to get Barbie Basics number 6. And so, of course, for these videos, I do a little research. And then I found out something kind of embarrassing. Well, embarrassing is probably not the right word. Should it be more like unsurprising? Almost expected. But the goddess is actually one of my favorite doll molds to buy. I usually don't say it's my favorite when I'm looking for dolls. So if I heard, oh, it's a goddess sculpt, I wouldn't be, oh my gosh, it's a goddess, one of my favorite molds. Let me go ahead and buy it. But then when I went online to see, what other goddess dolls I have, it turns out I have quite a few. For example, I have this Nubian toned Barbie Basics original mold on a fresh doll body. And she has the goddess sculpt. And I have another Barbie Basics with the curly hair with a lighter skin tone, and she has the goddess sculpt. I also have the BMR 1959 with the braided hair that attracted me, and she has the goddess sculpt. And also the Barbie Basics from the new 2023 line with the magenta hair also uses the goddess sculpt. And I just bought the Diana Ross doll finally after losing so many bids, and apparently she uses a version of the goddess sculpt. So you'll probably see a short on her in the future since she's still on the road to me. Though they have the same sculpt, look at their skin tones. Every single one of them has a completely different skin tone, which is perfect for me because that is one of the acceptable criteria when I'm buying a doll that has the same sculpt, that there should be some variation in the paint or in the skin tone. So she does have a bit of a box head hair in the back. She might need, did you see that? Oh, that better be a string. Oh, the string is the same color as her hair. What's a string? Okay, sorry. That freaked me out. Alright, so, yeah. She has a bit of box head, but she's really gorgeous. And her shoes are also very cute. They're wedges. So, what is there not to like? Well, the fact they keep going up a bit in price, though $27 isn't horrible. I already have this skin tone body, and I can live with that. But her hair tone, I like her hair color, that red-brown. Let's take a look at her earrings. They're half hoops. Oh, this is the first one of the dolls that has a knee protector on her legs. But you can see that there's no differentiation in the paint on the thighs. So that's good, though I'm going to have to cut off this knee protector. So the only thing I would say that I don't like about this doll, which is the same thing I didn't like about the guy, is I don't like her clothes. I feel like this nude color is too nude, even though my camera is really making it look much better color than it is in person. Because I wish it was the color that I was seeing on the camera, where it's a shade darker. Okay, I think this is more truer to the color. Because the color that it is the color of Band-Aids, or the color of, those old school nursing tights. I'm just not fond of it, or the skirt. I mean, you can't get any more basic than this skirt. And again, it's the gold lame skirt. I'm telling you, if it was a solid dark brown, I would have appreciated it with the top, but I'm not a fan of this gold lame. It's supposed to be some kind of color pop, but if they really wanted a color pop, then they could go with dark brown, because guess what? Dark brown people exist, and dark brown is a nude color for them. This isn't nude when you're a black person. So, you want to go with neutrals or nude tones, but then you don't want to incorporate the skin tones of all the people in your neutral nude pack. You would rather go with some shiny playline color. Ugh. It's not like I completely hate it, okay? But on this skirt, I completely hate it. So let's kiss this skirt goodbye. So let me tell you what I'm going to do with this skirt. If you saw I did something with the guy's clothes, I'm also going to do something with the skirt. I'm going to take it and I'm going to cut it right here. Maybe a little lower for the hemline. And then I'm going to tier this. Make it into a 2-tiered skirt. So I'll be back. Alright, so here it is. The 2-tiered skirt. I paired it with the top from the You Create kit in January. The peplum lame top. The one where I said I don't like the top. Because, I like the top of the top, but I don't like the bottom of the top, the peplum part. I called it the pregnancy top. Yeah. What I did is I just tuck it in under the skirt. And I swear that the gold lame is already fading on that shirt, and it's slightly coming off from me manipulating it and using it, because I think I'm seeing like white parts. That said, when I tuck it in, it is slowly becoming like one of my favorite pieces to use because of the top half. It looks great with this tiered skirt. It almost looks like they're one piece. Like they just seamlessly go together. And just in case you forgot, this is the dress that Tamika came in, and this is the skirt and top. They're not the same dress. This is the gold lame top from the You Create white kit. The peplum one just tucked into her skirt. They just look so seamless and good together that even I am like, wow, they look like one piece. And I'm close up, okay? So I was watching another creator, and she was saying that with this gold yellowy makeup that she felt that she would always have to wear gold. And that is not the case. Gold in makeup is considered just like gold jewelry. It's a neutral tone. You could wear it with green yellow. You could see just standing next to the BMR 1959 doll that her makeup would go great with her outfit. The goddess in red, she has gold and gray in her makeup, and she looks gorgeous with the red. The Nubian goddess mold, she has sort of a silvery gold lipstick and some gold in her shadows, and she's wearing gray. And the magenta haired Barbie Basics, she has a gold shadow under her eyes, and she's wearing jeans. So you don't have to be stuck wearing are dressing your dolls in gold. I'm not going to be trying her in any more clothes, as I thought I might in this video, because I'm afraid the video's running long. So, what do you think? How do you think that the two-tiered skirt came out? Which Barbie Basics are you getting? Are you getting any of them? Are you going to get any of them just for the body colors? Tell me what you're going to do with the set, or if you're getting any of them. Just let me know in the comments below. Thanks for playing dolls with me.
If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks for playing dolls with me.